Now someone asks, how do you pray the Salat Layl? Yes, Namaz Shab. How do we pray it? Because there are many who have never prayed it, and there are those who will try, inshaAllah, beginning to pray it. Firstly, Imam Sadiq says, our Shia will never miss Salat al-Witr. Namaz Shab is 11 rak'ahs. 11. The last one is Salat al-Witr. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, our Shia will never miss Salat al-Witr. One rak'ah, that last one, even if that's all you can pray. When you go home, pray it straight away. Go into your room, 10 minutes. Pray Salat al-Witr as quick as you can. I'll explain it shortly now. And the followers of Ayatollah Sistani can pray it from now until Fajr. There's no harm whatsoever because all of it is counted as Layl. Yes, Namaz Shab, it's now night time. You can pray it now or you can pray it just before Fajr. Namaz Shab, 11 rak'ah. The first 8, exactly like Fajr. Imagine you're praying 4 Fajrs. Yes, 4 times 2 is 8. The first 8, let's say it's mustahab. In the first rak'ah, Fatiha followed by قل هو الله أحد. Second rak'ah, Fatiha followed by قل يا أيها الكافرون. You pray those 8, then after that comes Salat al-Shaf', 2 rak'ah. First rak'ah, again it's like Fajr, but in the first rak'ah, read Surah An-Nas. Second rak'ah, you read Surah al-Falaq. How many have we prayed now? 10. Last rak'ah is the most important, Salat al-Witr. If you can't pray the other 10, don't miss Salat al-Witr. Go back to your rooms just before bed, 10 minutes, do wudu quickly. For example, pray Salat al-Layl, no problem. You come to Salat al-Witr, how do you pray it? Fatiha, 3 Qul huwa Allahu ahad, read Surah An-Nas, read Surah Al-Falaq, and then raise your hand. Yes, when you raise your hand, you say, firstly, 7 times, Allahumma hadha maqam al-a'idh bika min an-nar. This is the place of the one who stands seeking refuge in you from the fire of hell. Such an important line. 7 times. Say it. هذا مقام العائد. هذا مقام العائد. Then after that, say Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh. If you can say it 300 times, 100 times, say it. Oh Allah, I ask for your forgiveness and I want to come back to you. Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh doesn't mean I'm sorry, I ask for your forgiveness. No. I ask for your forgiveness and I want to come back to your way. Not I say astaghfirullah and the next day I'm doing exactly the same thing I did astaghfirullah for yesterday. Astaghfirullah wa atubu. I return back to your way. 300. Then after that, you say al-afu. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Remember every sin that you've done and say sorry, sorry, sorry. You keep saying al-afu. Inshallah, you don't go on all night. Hopefully it's only a few sins. Al-afu, 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 al-afu. When you finish that, then you pray for the forgiveness. There's a couple of du'as. Then you pray for the forgiveness of 40 people. Be they dead or be they alive. This is one of the most wonderful spiritual moments you could ever have in your life. Someone says, what do you mean? Those 40 people, if you ever have prayed Namaz Shab, when you come to remembering 40, first person who always pops up in my head, for example, is, let's say, mom and dad. Yes? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends. Then all of a sudden, someone you don't like, their face pops up. Anyone who's prayed Salat al-Layl will know this happens. Oh God, not you. What are you doing over here? If at that moment you can ask Allah to forgive them, that's the height of spirituality. You can come to the mosque, they don't know you've forgiven them, but you can walk around, peaceful energy. You think I don't like you? Last night I mentioned your name. The wonderful secret of Salat al-Layl. Why would it be the first Salah? Before Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, Fajr was introduced, the first Salah in Islam was Salat al-Layl. All these other 5 prayers come much later. The first one was Salat al-Layl. Why? It taught forgiveness is the key to a Muslim. That's the key. There is no better sign of a Muslim than when he forgives those who have wronged him. Yes? When he says, Ya Allah, let bygones be bygones. Because the moment you do that, your energy is no longer negative. Now you walk around positive. I always say to people, I remember when I was younger, we all used to have road rage. Do you agree? Someone cuts us. Oh, no. One day I thought to myself, hold on a minute. Why is this guy? I've got rage against him. He's driven off, gone home, had a nice meal with his family, and I've got a headache because of my road rage. No more. Anyone who cuts me now, okay, go. You're not ruining my positive energy. There's no way. There's no way you're ruining my positive energy. You've cut me, go ahead. You're not ruining my positive energy. Likewise, when it comes to Namaz Shab, you see the face of someone you don't like, At that moment, you can't say, no way, or you can say, Ya Allah, forgive them. Because I'll go to the mosque tomorrow, I'm so relaxed, I don't care if they still hate me. I've asked Allah to forgive them. Because listen, I don't want to go to a Jannah where me and someone I haven't forgiven are in the same Jannah. That won't be a Jannah for me, it'll be Jahannam. Yes? I want to make sure that we all forgive each other, so when we go Jannah, all of us can see each other and say, you know what, let bygones be bygones. Otherwise, I don't want to go to a Jannah where the killer and the killed are all together in the Jannah. Yes? Some people have Jannahs like that, by the way. Some have a Jannah where the killer and the killed are both together in Jannah. MashaAllah. The ones who fight each other, all in Jannah. Everyone's in Jannah. Anyway, so you pray 40 forgiveness for who? Even those who come up in your face, you're like, okay, Ya Allah, forgive. Let it go. Because the moment you let it go, you'll realize that this is one of the signs that you're a mu'min and a Muslim. There are many who are Muslims. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, mashallah, you've done your shahada, marry the girl. Well done. Yes? Anyone can do that. But a mu'min is someone who is ready to forgive their fellow mu'min brothers and sisters. They're ready to let bygones be bygones. The way they saw Hussein at Karbala, forgive even those who had oppressed him. Yes. Because what do you think made Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam the great man that he was? It was Salat al-Layl. Salat al-Layl made many greats. I remember they say, for example, Ayatollah Khomeini, may Allah bless his soul, when he was returning to Iran, many wanted to disturb him on the plane. The only time he woke up was to pray Salat al-Layl. Yes, that was part of his strength. Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam had established for all of us that even at Karbala, he says, give me one more night to worship Allah. Before you take me away, before you attack our woman, you attack our children, one more night. Look how beautiful. Because he realized that his grandfather, at the beginning of his mission, was told, Ya ayyuha al-muzzammil, qum al-layla illa qalila, nisfahu aw inqus min qalila, aw zid alayhi wa rattil al-Quran tartila. Inna sanulqi alayka qawlan thaqila. We're going to lighten the burden of the Quran through your Salat al-Layl. You're going to see the burden of Islam. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be easy for you. Likewise, Imam al-Hussein, on the 10th of Muharram, you see on the night of the 10th, praying Namaz Shab. Yes. Because he realized that this will lighten the burden of tomorrow. That I'm going to be able to forgive those who have oppressed me. And Hur came to him, and did the Imam forgive him? Yes. Imam forgave Hur because the Imam had that wonderful outlook on forgiveness to a fellow believer. And that's why our 11th Imam mentions it as one of the signs of a mu'min. The first sign of a mu'min is they pray 51 ruk'ah of namaz a day. Someone says, hold on a minute, I'm praying 17. What's 51? 17 plus namaz shab, 28. Plus the nafila sunnah prayers with each namaz comes to 51. May Allah make us one of them, insha'Allah. Yes. Secondly, you find what? Secondly, you find the mark of sujood. Thirdly, those who say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim before every action. Yes. Fourthly, those who wear a ring on their right hand, for example, Aqiq or Durr al-Najaf or Fayruz. These are rings with stones, energy, are very important. We shouldn't neglect warding off evil eye, warding off envy, helping with one's memory, helping against the calamity. Try and wear these rings whenever you can. And the fifth of them, Ziyarat al-Arba'in of Imam al-Hussein. Why Ziyarat al-Arba'in? Imam al-Hussein's body is underground, but his principles are above the ground, correct? His body is under the ground. But when I do ziyarah of Imam al-Hussein, what? To visit his body or to remember the principles of Abi Abdullah? To remember Salat al-Layl of Hussein, to remember the forgiveness of Hussein, the honor of Hussein, the dignity that he showed on the 10th of Muharram, the respect that he showed those who were around him. When I go on ziyarah, why did Ahlul Bayt not say Ashura? Ziyarah of Ashura is makhsus. But there's no ziyarah like Ziyarat al-Arba'in of Imam al-Hussein. Why? Because that ziyarah, no doubt, was the first ziyarah performed by Jabir bin Abdullah al-Ansari with Atiyya al-Awfi when they went to Karbala. And Jabir told, and may Allah bless all of you that you go Ziyarat al-Arba'in. Each and every one of you, those of you who haven't been, I pray to Allah that you put all of your wealth aside for Ziyarat al-Arba'in of Imam al-Hussein. And see the 25 million people who go, all shouting what Jabir shouted when he got near the grave of Abi Abdullah, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. 3 times Jabir called out, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. But he was waiting for a reply from the beloved.